Hello, neighbors. Well, it's the morning after the Wisconsin primary election. And I'm guessing if you're watching this, you probably heard about it in the news. It was a little bit of an international scandal. And without rehashing all of it, in a nutshell, the Republicans were hell-bent on going forward with the primary because they knew in a pandemic the turnout would be low. And if turnout is low, they have a better chance of winning. And they want to win so they can continue to funnel everybody's money to themselves and their rich friends. And so last night before bed, I was looking at the social media as I do, and I saw these same people who were pushing for the election relentlessly. Yesterday, sometime around noon, they shifted their focus to attacking the cities where there were long lines for voting, like Milwaukee and Green Bay, and just these vicious attacks about the clerk in Green Bay should be ashamed of themselves, and this is all Milwaukee's fault, and just this relentless stream of darkness. And it's hard to comprehend people like that. And I'm talking about the lawmakers and a couple of their right-wing radio show hosts, these guys who all look the same and are always angry. And I always think about these people, like when they watch Star Wars, do they root for the Empire? Or do they somehow think they're the rebels? I don't know. Anyway, I digress. But anyway, it can be frustrating now, and it can be overwhelming, and you can get that feeling of, why bother? But, as I woke up this morning and I listened to the city of Menominee, such as it is these days, and the lower traffic, and I could see out my window here a strip mall where there's nobody out, and I thought, this is what's really going on. And down in Madison, they're like, Democrat bad, Republican good. And people are just so sick and tired of it. And so I was heartened because I'm running for state assembly, and we got about 208 days left until the election, if my count is correct. And so we got to come up with some new plans. And so the plans are in the works, and we are going to go to every town in this district, and we're going to have to wear gloves and masks if we have to, but we're going to go up and down the streets, and we're going to put some notes on the businesses, and we're going to talk to people at a distance if we have to, and we're going to ask them what they need. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to envision a future where we have a representative who is just a neighbor from the district and someone actually just working for the small communities to build them back up from the ground up. And we're going to go through our lists, and we're going to have long calls with people, get into deep conversations about what has transpired in the state and the possibilities going forward. And, some might say, why would you want to share your plans publicly? What about the three guys running against you? Well, it doesn't matter, because they won't have any real plans. They won't even spend too much time distinguishing themselves from each other. They're just going to wait till the primary, whenever that happens, and then whoever emerges from that will be handed a ton of money from all these interest groups to stop us here in the 29th. And if you think your mailboxes were filled with flyers during the last elections, wait till this one. Because people aren't going to be able to go out as much, and there'll be more money pouring in to get a supermajority for the assembly, and there'll be pictures of me on there, and it'll say, Calabrese is a communist, and he wants to raise your taxes by millions of dollars, and he wants to steal your truck and give it to poor people or something. And that's all right. Let him do that, because it's a different time. And this pandemic and this problem that everyone is facing, it speaks to people like us. It speaks to community people. It doesn't speak to those fear-based, dark-souled people. And so I feel really good about it. And they think they're going to win, and they might. But if they win, we will already have built a ton of relationships through long conversations with our neighbors, and we will already be doing the work of building up the communities, win or lose. But I think we are going to win. And so take heart today. Don't be too discouraged, because it's going to be a fascinating spring and summer. And I really believe in the power of the people and the power of my neighbors. So check out my website. You'll see it come up here after this video is over. Send us a few bucks so we can put signs up everywhere. And more importantly, send us an email. Get in touch, because I want to get the team together, a bigger team, so we can spread out and talk to our neighbors and see what they need. So have a good day and take care of yourself, and we'll talk to you soon.